Gerald, the Bossman Show. We're about to be joined by the new head coach of the Morgan State Bears out of the conference, Coach Kevin Brothers. How are things up there in Baltimore City, man?
Baltimore is great, man. City is listen. Everything's going well so far. We're still undefeated, so everyone's still on board.
I hear that, Coach. I hear that. And, Coach, how's it for you to coach this team in Morgan State, being a HBCU grad, yourself playing at Bowie State as well, and being in Maryland once more? How's it making you feel to kind of be back in your part of the world, man, leading this great program going forward?
It feels good. You know, we just want to take the program back to where Coach Bossman had it years ago and try to leapfrog it from there and make it a winner again. I mean, it feels great to be here in Baltimore.
You got that right. It's a great city. One of my best friends plays on the Ravens, so I definitely come up there pretty often, see him play in Baltimore. So the city of Baltimore is a great town to me, great vibe. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a northern version of Atlanta to a degree. So I like it up there, man. It's real cool vibe up there in B-More.
Oh, it's a great vibe, and you know, people want to see us do well. People want to see us win, and we want to bring them a winner again. And it's a great university. Dr. Wilson has done a lot with the grounds and the buildings around there at Morgan State. And my boss, Dr. Scott, his vision for the athletic program is unbelievable. And we just try great things, not just in basketball, with the football program and all the other programs and the collegiate athletic programs here at Morgan. We're just trying to, you know, put Morgan back in the spotlight, not just HBCU, but all college athletics across the country.
You got that right, Coach. And another thing about HBCUs is I feel like sometimes we don't get enough resources at our schools. Now, I'm glad that your AD and your president wants to put funds into your school, into the programs, into academics, get this school on a national and state scale, because I feel like more HBCUs, we need to put more resources to build up our brands. HBCUs get more kids to come to our schools and give our young black men and women a chance to grow educationally and athletically at our programs amongst people who know their struggle and where they come from.
Yeah, see, you know, I look back at it when I was playing in college. You know, Dr. Harvey down at Hampton had a vision, and he ran with it. Now other schools are getting on board with that because athletic programs, not just at HBCUs, but at all the schools around the country, are the front porch of the universities. Young men and young women want to go to universities because these universities are winners. So when you build a winning program, your enrollment go up. Everything goes up, the interest for the university. And when I was at Georgetown, people used to say, Georgetown, you know, small, Jesuit, blah, blah, blah school, and this, that, and the other. But when we had that thing going, Final Fours, Sweet 16, Elite Eights, and stuff like that, that little school became monumental. Now, before that, big coach made Georgetown into a powerhouse. You know, when you win, people want to come and be a part of a winner. So that's what now, like when I go back to Dr. Harvey, when he had that vision early in the 80s and, you know, the late 70s, early 80s, he ran with it. And you could see the success Hampton has had. Now you got the schools like a Morgan, you know, you got the North Carolina Centrals, the North Carolina A&T. All these schools are trying to duplicate what he did to make their schools more powerful, not just in athletics, but academics as well. So that's what we see here at Morgan, what we're trying to do.
You got that right, Coach. And like you said, education is very key in the groundwork programs you guys have right there. A lot of opportunity being in Baltimore, not that far from the D.C. area as well. So a lot of just coming to Morgan State, opportunities to intern. You can meet people, network people. So also you can go beyond the court or the field in your academic studies and be great at it.
Yes. I mean, Morgan geographically is in a great spot. You know, a little bit outside of Baltimore. You got Northern Virginia. You got Delaware on the other side, Philadelphia. It's in a great spot. I mean, the city is becoming more cosmopolitan. It's thriving. It's on the up and coming. You know, you got headquarters for Under Armour here in Baltimore. You have a lot of things. You have the Ravens, the Orioles. You know, it's a great time to be in Baltimore.
You got that right, Coach. And How's it been kind of getting to knowing the guys on your roster, kind of recruiting those guys on the team already because you chose those guys to coach those young men? How's that process been getting to know the guys on the roster, keeping guys from transferring out of the program, sell them on your vision and what you have looking forward for Morgan State going forward?
Well, this is the thing. I'm sell them on myself. Just give me a chance. Trust me. And I know most of them don't know me. They know of me from being in this area, Georgetown and Maryland. Some of them, we looked at in high school when I was at those places. They don't know who I am, but they know they know of me. And now I'm installing something now. Just like I tell them, if you want to be a winner, you got to trust me. Because we're going to work hard. We're going to do things, hard and crisp. So it's getting to know them it's been a process, but it's been good. And these guys are working hard during the summer, trying to get better, and we just trying to get better so we can be a better team this year.
And I know having 4 hours to work out with the guys up from 2 when they had been in previous years is really helpful. Being a new head coach on the implemental system, get these guys stronger, kind of get these guys to work out, kind of get a feel for how you are as a player and develop those guys. Because I remember a coach always used to tell me when I was a young man, you want to come back with something new, at least one thing new every summer. So every time it would be a left hand, maybe be a jump shot off the dribble or something, you can work on them now with these 4 hours you have to work with these young men on the court now.
Oh, yeah, that 4 hours is huge. I mean, we went from no hours to 2 hours, now 4 hours. And I tell you, it's been a great, thing for us getting to know these guys. I remember when I first went to Binghamton in the summertime, I don't even think we had maybe an hour. I don't even remember, but now you're getting 4 hours a week. It's unbelievable. You get a chance to see what you have, and you get to instill some things, get ready for the fall, and these guys are taking it and running with it, man. They're really working hard at it, too.
I hear that, Coach. And I know with Morgan State's location, we kind of discussed it. You can get guys 5 different ways, whether it be from the high school senior route, international route, the prep school route, grad transfer, sit one and play 1 or 2 how many you got left, or even a JUCO guy. So, or international, you got many ways to get guys to come to your school based on your location.
Oh, yeah. Morgan is, it's a beautiful place, and we're looking at all the avenues. High school, 5th year, grad transfer, transfers. We're looking at everything. So junior college. So we just want to get the best kid for the best fit for us. It may not be like the greatest athlete, but we want the best kid that's good for us because we're going to try to build something to be down the road really, really good.
You got that right. You get them guys and they get them immersed in that program, man. They'll be really, really very good to go. And kind of that same vein, Coach, how based on what you're seeing right now from your players, are you going to try to probably just play hard defensively and play fast and kind of adapt the offense to wherever you got as you see over the summertime and in October right before the season starts, kind of the offense kind of play it by ear, but mainly set the principle we're going to defend like crazy and play fast?
You know what? That's to be determined. We're not sure how we're going to play yet until we get our whole roster filled. I have an idea. I don't want to say it right now because probably some of the other teams in our conference, I don't want them to prepare for us at this moment. But
I hear that.
We got a game plan that we think will work. It's just now we got to fill the pieces in to make it work. From our standpoint, we got to get a few more guys in that can play the system that we want to play.
And, Coach, one thing about being the MEAC is you got to play a lot of those guarantee games. You're on the road a lot in that November to December part of the year, man, raise up money for the school. So beyond the guarantee games that you got to play, what some of the games you want to kind of schedule for your team? Will it be like regional rivalries, maybe some guys out of A-10, some guys like that? So how you kind of look at that non-conference schedule once you get past the guarantee portion where you have to play certain games to raise money for the university there?
Yeah, so we got a certain number we got to get in guarantees. And then after that, we want to play regional games. We want to draw interest from local teams in the area, play a lot of the local, D1 schools in the area. And then we want to travel around a little bit. Some of these kids where they're from and go in their cities and take them back home and play in some of those, So we got a plan with that as well. You know, it's not solidified for next year yet, our schedule, but we're working on it daily. And we'll have a good schedule. It'll be tough, but you know what? Nothing's easy. Because if you want to play in March, you're going to have to play some tough teams early on and prepare your team to get ready for that March Madness.
And yeah, coach, and look at the conference. I know Savannah State's going back to D2. Hampton moved up to the Big South, but the MEAC still is a strong conference, man. Norfolk State was up there at the top this year for the most part. Lavelle doing what he does at Central, A&T, Jay Joyner, those guys, and Ryan Ritter at Bethune. So you got a lot of great coaches in that conference, man. So as you come to this conference, man, it's going to be a tough battle every night against those guys in the MEAC there this year.
I tell you what, I was at Maryland's past year before that at Georgetown. We used to play, you know, every year a couple of MEAC schools, and those guys never got the just due that they deserve. Them teams are really good. And this past year, we played an A&T team that played us tough for about 38 minutes. And, you know, at some point we pulled away, but these teams are really good. Then when I first got the job, I looked at a few of the teams on tape that they played last year in the league. This league is very underrated. And, you know, if you put this league up against the Northeast Conference, the America East, and a lot of these other school conferences, we can compete in any of these conferences that I just said, and plus more. You know, it's just that sometimes we just don't get our due because we don't have the marketing like some of these other conferences have. But that'll change at some point. You know, that will change, and we will be competitive. We look forward to playing a lot of these teams in those other conferences and doing well in it. So, you know, time will tell. Time will tell.
And coach, who are some coaches that really had a big impact on? I know Big John Thompson had a big impact on you. You've been at Georgetown, but who are some guys in your career along the lines from playing and coaching that really helped mold you as a man and help you become the coach you are today?
Al Brathaway was my coach at Bowie State. And to this day, we talk all the time. He's one of the guys. He's back coaching at Bowie under Coach Brooks, who was he coached me as well. He's the head coach at Bowie. And then you have, like, one of my best friends in this business that I work for, that I trust more than anybody in the world in this business is Carl Hobbs, who's now associate head coach at Rutgers. He used to be the head coach at George Washington. Him and I are very, very, very close. Then you have guys like John Thompson III, who I'm very close to, and his brother, Ronnie Thompson, that I look up to in this business. And I mean, I can go on, but one of my biggest mentor in this business was a guy by the name of Will Jones. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He coached at University District of Columbia, UDC, when they were Division II national champions. And I coached with him for 4 years at UDC. Then he went off to Norfolk, and he just passed away. And he has a lot of he had a lot of influence, and I still, when I'm going through something, I say, what would he do? And I play off, you know, in my mind what he's thinking, how he does things. And, you know, guys like that I'm very close to in this business, Art Perry, you know, Eddie Myers. I have a few guys that I really look up to in this business. And, you know, these guys are daily giving me, you know, tutelage, you know, talking to me about things, especially Carl Hobbs and John Thompson.
And those guys are good guys, man. They definitely are very helpful. And when you see them out, they always have time to talk to you, whether it's a radio guy like me or a coach like yourself. They have time for you, which is always good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, brilliant minds, man. When I say good minds, brilliant minds, those guys are really good guys. You know, we got guys in this business that, you know, don't get their due, that they're African-American coaches, and I look at them and I'm like shocked. Like, Coach Thompson should be coaching somewhere right now. It's amazing to me that he's not a head coach at a Power 5 school. Not just anywhere, a Power 5 school. And, you know, what he did at Georgetown, what he did at Princeton, Carl Hobbs the same. These guys, you know, this business is very interesting. I'm just fortunate and blessed to have a position that I have now to impact young men's lives. So just going to try to keep doing that.
Well, Coach, I'll definitely be keeping in contact with you guys at Morgan State. I hope you guys can play maybe Georgia State if they're breaking down Georgia Tech or Georgia. Come down and play some guys down here, man. I love to see you guys right in the backyard. We got some Atlanta guys you want to recruit and talk about, man. We love to talk about your players from ATL on your roster as well if you get one to sign with you. So, Coach, anything you need from us down here in Atlanta, we'd love to help you out, Coach. We'd love to help out our HBCUs and our HBCU coaches and help you guys out and give you our platform. Like I told you off the air, we'll definitely love to have you on again, Coach, in the future, October, hopefully, right before everything gets kicked off there, Coach.
I really appreciate it. I look forward to being back on at some point, and let's stay in touch.
We'll do, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, it's Kevin Brothers, people, here on the Bossman Show at Morgan State, the Bears out of Baltimore City. Check those guys out.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our Teen Driver Safety Program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
All right, folks, back here on the Bossman Show. We're joined by our new coach of the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, Coach Paul Scathers here on the Bossman Show. Coach, how is it up there in North Dakota, man?
Yeah, it's great, man. It's awesome. You get this time of year, there's not a better place to be. We got sun out. It's nice. And, people enjoy being outside this time because we're turning all that snow. Right?
I hear that, Coach. Let me ask you, Coach, before I got me. I'm from Florida. I live in Georgia. How would you recruit me to come to North Dakota, man? How would you get me up there? I know I like it hot and humid down here.
Well, Jim's always warm. I mean, I think what you love about this area and these kind of regions is the quality. The people are amazing, and the support you get is amazing. I think always recruiting, you start regionally. I think that's where you start, because I do think it's tough. I do think it's tough to be pulling kids up from Georgia or Florida or what have you. It doesn't mean it can't happen. I think there's opportunities, but a lot of times I think it starts regionally, because these kids are a little bit more they're a little more ready for this kind of weather, because it does get a little chilly here in the winter, no doubt.
And also, Coach, getting this gig to North Dakota, man, you're in a great conference, the Summit League. It's good quality basketball in South Dakota State. Has been good for years. South Dakota's coming up as well. Coach Jones previously had them in a tournament in North Dakota, so I feel like getting this gig, you're getting in a prime position I kind of own that Dakotas, Iowa, Nebraska area, and getting good talent to come play for you guys.
Yeah, I mean it is a great league, and I think up and down this in the Dakotas here with SDSU and USC and what they've done, Omaha's kind of built themselves into a great situation there as well. North Dakota State won it last year in the tournament, so Coach Jones in the Big Sky was able to win that conference and get to a tournament, and now moving to the Summer League, I do think it's a little bit different. We're reuniting a lot of these old rivalries, which I think is awesome. I mean, the old North Central days, North Dakota used to be in the same conference with all these schools, and I think that helps a lot. It helps a lot with this region and just being familiar with our opponents. And I mean, listen, I think anytime I was at Northern State, a Division II school in Aberdeen, South Dakota, and we're just a little bit off the beaten path there as well, right? But I think you just got to get out and you got to work, man. You got to grind. You got to find those kids that really kind of fit the university, your style of play, and really want to be here for all the right reasons. And I think when you have that and you got a group that loves to compete, it's amazing that some of the special things you can accomplish. And I'm just getting to know these guys right now. We got a lot of work to do, but we got an opportunity to still bring in 2 more guys. And I think we've got a good senior class. We've got some good young guys. And, if you can add the right few pieces, I think there's an opportunity in this league to have some success right away.
And Coach, I know you got the job kind of very late compared to other coaches got their jobs in April and May. So what are you doing with the team? Kind of they get to know you more, kind of build a rapport with those guys so they trust you, and kind of get them guys know I chose you guys. I want to coach you guys. I didn't recruit you. I want to coach you now going forward.
Yeah, it takes time, right? I mean, at the end, we get some time with these guys in the summer. We're a little bit limited on time, but you can also just talk with them, be around them, spend some time with them, get to know them, kind of find out just a lot more about them so they know that you're taking an interest in them. That's huge. But also getting on the floor. We get 4 hours a week with these guys right now, and I want to get on the floor and kind of sweat with them, get out there and kind of help them any way we can. A lot of this for me, I'm learning. A lot of these guys I haven't seen play that much. I've seen them on film. But I'm getting a chance to get out and learn their game and kind of learn how they play, and then just kind of see how everything fits together. But literally, it's just been about a week, so we got a little bit more time to do that. And in the meantime, I'm recruiting them. In the meantime, I'm recruiting the guys we got to add. So there's a lot of work to do.
And I think at your school, Coach, you can get guys any way you want to, whether it be a high school or senior. You can get you a JUCO guy, you can get you an international guy, you can get you a prep school guy, or a grad transfer or a transfer that need to sit one and play 1, 2, or 3 for you.
Yeah, you got options. The whole transfer portal thing opens up some different options. Everything's a lot more open and out there, less secrets. So, yeah, you got opportunities with that. There's still some kids, especially you mentioned prep. There's going to be some kids, obviously, that are in prep school. Foreign guys, a lot of these international kids are making decisions maybe right now or in the next month. Maybe I want to go play. And so I think you've got to be ready to go a lot of different directions right now. I think as time goes on, I want to really try to recruit this region about as good as we can and put our focus with that, and then kind of branch out as needed. But right now, with 2 to get, we've got to make sure we get out and find. It doesn't matter where they're from. It's just finding someone that kind of really fits what we're looking for and what our needs are, and that's our main goal. And it kind of fits just our philosophy and how we do things. And so not easy, man. It's a short period of time to get to know somebody that you might be coaching for 3 or 4 years.
You got that right, Coach. And also, you have to be happy with the administration stepping up to the plate to bring you in. Also, give you guys the resources to be successful. Because when college athletics, if you don't have the administration behind you, giving you the resources you need to be successful, it can be very tough for a coach. So, knowing they stepped up to sign you, going to give you a good pool for your assistants as well. Also, help you guys for recruiting budgets, all kind of good stuff. You got to be happy about that going forward.
Hey, listen, one of the biggest reasons I think you make a move like this is because of the support you get from the administration, and Bill James has really shown here as an administrator that support. And I think just from a facility standpoint and community support and everything else, I mean, this is a great place to be. They really they love the University of North Dakota here, and it's an awesome time to be here. There's a lot of positive things going on. And I'm really excited about this opportunity and to see what we can do.
And North Dakota does not fire coaches, obviously, because you're the fourth coach in 50 years for men's basketball. So it tells me job security as well, too, for you, Coach.
No, I know. And I guess it shows a little bit of how nice it is to be here, right? I think quality of life, I think raising family, I think the opportunity to be around a lot of great people. I think there's a lot of things about a place like this that makes this very desirable. And I think that's probably why you see, there just hasn't been a lot of turnover here over the years.
And Coach, for as when people watch your team play this year, what do you want them to take away from seeing you guys play each night out every time you take the court? Because I know you want them to see you play hard, say play with passion, play together. What are you trying to get people to see about your team each night when they see you guys play? Because I know it's very important to a coach how your team shows themselves every night.
Yeah, it's kind of cliche to say I want them to play hard and play smart, play together, all those kind of things. I think the things with our teams is you hopefully see a group of guys that are united. You see a group of guys that solve the problems. You see a group of guys that have quick huddles that communicate. You see a group of guys that are willing to make the extra pass or make the defensive plays needed to help the team. I mean, there's a lot of things that kind of go into being a great team. And, man, they just don't happen overnight. A lot of this comes with trust, and a lot of it comes with trusted teammates, and a lot of it comes with total buy-in into letting yourself go and how can I help? How can I help this team? How can I help this program? And when you have that kind of buy-in, it's amazing the things you can accomplish. And that's our goal as a coach is to this is their team. And I mean, this isn't about me as a coach. This is about our team and our program and these guys because it's their opportunity to kind of create that team and create that identity, and it's just fun to be part of something like this. And it's, our job as coaches to direct it, and help them, and lead them, and this and that. But the more ownership they show, the more success they'll have, and that's something that you got to really try to get out of any kind of team or organization.
And Coach, non-conference scheduling wise, I know you got to play some guarantee games to raise money for the university, but beyond those guarantee games, how do you see yourself putting together a schedule for your team going forward?
Yeah, I'm learning a lot about that. I walk into a situation where a lot of the scheduling was done. There's a few games that we can still have a home game. I think there's still one guarantee game we're trying to get finalized. We're going to do the MTV event, multiple team event down there in Florida Gulf Coast. We got some stuff going on there. We're going to have some other games set up. So there's a lot going on. There's some moving parts still, and those are things that we're still trying to finalize. But that gets a little bit complicated. There's no question, especially when your league. I think we're playing 16 league games. So that leaves a lot of games to still schedule. And we're not totally done. We're still looking, but we're getting there.
Now, Coach, I'm curious to know the difference between D1 and D2 coaching. So if you could share with us, what's the difference between coaching in D2 versus coaching in D1 now that you're learning as you go about the D1 style of coaching? Your D4 is all things you have to do on the sports scheduling, scholarships. So what's the difference between D2 and D1, Coach?
Well, I think D2, you as a head coach, you got an assistant coach a lot of times and maybe a GA. Whereas a Division I staff, you got a bigger staff, more people. So the trick a little bit is the delegation aspect of stuff, without taking yourself out of what you need to make sure you're doing, relationship with your players, and that's going to be something that's new for me. As far as philosophy and coaching style and those things, Where I came from, it was a big deal. We led Division II in attendance for like 12 years in a row. And so I think we've always we've been at a place where it's important, where there's a lot of other things going on around you that you kind of need to manage. And I think here it's going to be very similar, where you get great support. There's things going on you got to manage, but in the meantime, you got to keep the focus on your team and how can we improve and get better. But no, I mean, I would like to think there isn't a lot of differences, but there's going to be some. There's no doubt. And I'm going to learn, because I don't know what it's necessarily like being a D1 head coach. I've been a Division I assistant, but this is the first time I've been a Division I head coach. But I got 14 years of head coaching experience I'm going to lean on. I got a great staff, and we're working on kind of finalizing and building. Those are things that we'll all do together and learn together as we go a little bit.
Last one I got for you, Coach. Who are some coaches who really helped you mold you as the person you are today for us in the coaching profession? Because I know there's some guys who really inspired you to really be the good man you are today.
Honestly, I've been really lucky that way, and I'm not one to just drop names and stuff. But I mean, I was a high school coach out in City, Nebraska, and that's when I met Greg McDermott for the first time, and he hired me on as a graduate assistant at Wayne State. That would have been when Dougie McDermott would just been about knee high or about waist high. And I got a chance to work with him. The guy that I had played for hired me back as his assistant, Coach Olson. I mean, Coach Olson took Northern State to an Elite Eight on about 5 or 6 scholarships back in 1998. And then from there, I had a chance to work with Don Meyer, who's kind of a Hall of Fame coaching legend. He was at Lipscomb University for a lot of years. I was with him for 5 more years at Northern State as an assistant. And then at the University of Colorado, I got to learn from a guy like Ricardo Patton. And that staff, Paul Graham from Washington, he was a head coach at Washington State, but was also at Oklahoma State. Jason Sheldon, who was on Rick Majerus' staff at Utah. I mean, you get a chance to learn from a lot of people, and sometimes it's great what you're learning. Sometimes you learn what not to do, but you learn. And so I've been really blessed that way and just the guys that I've had a chance to work with as assistants and on our staff over the years. Oh man, you always got opportunities to learn, and I've been pretty blessed that way.
Now, Coach, Coach Meyer, my mother went to Lipscomb, so she lives in Nashville, so I got to go to Coach Meyer's camp as a kid. So it's funny you mentioned Coach Meyer. He's a great guy. I loved going to his camps when I was a young man. So I got to really learn from great coaches as a young man going to different camps, because my mom made sure that I was in a football camp or basketball camp all summer long.
Yeah, no, he was something else, and he was quite a guy to learn from. And I got to work those camps for about 5 years. So I think that was about 6 weeks of camp. And, I mean, you get in the gym in June and you leave in the end of July, and you pretty much spent your all summer coaching camps. So, I mean, he loved it. He was a special guy.
Yes, indeed. Well, Coach Saylor, congratulations on your gig, first of all. Thanks for coming on the show. We'll talk to you again down the road, Coach. And anything we do to help you out down here in Atlanta, let us know, because when there are guys who need opportunity, we'd love to probably come play for you guys up there and help your program and grow and build and sustain.
Hey, it sounds great. I really appreciate you having me on.
Anytime, Coach. Have a great day, man. Talk to you real soon.
All right, sounds good, JR. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're very welcome.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know all the stars are closer, all the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know all the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.
All right, folks, we're on Gerald the Bossman Show. We're here with one of our new coaches here in Georgia, a local guy down in Macon, Mercer Bears, Coach Greg Gary on the Bossman Show. Coach, I think it's down there on Mercer University Avenue, man.
Oh, things are great. We're kicking off some camp going tomorrow with some team camp and some good local and good teams from Georgia making the trip to Macon. And then after that, day camp, overnight camp. So it's going along really well. We got our guys in summer school and workouts are going on, so our days are pretty full. It's fun, and Macon's been really good to us so far, and looking forward to keep building it.
Now, Coach, I know Macon's has some great food down there. Have you found some places you really love to eat down in Macon so far since you've been there?
Oh, if you saw me, you can understand. I didn't get this way by looking at it. There's some really good spots, and so I've been here a month, and so or a little over a month. So it's been a situation where I'm gonna find those spots now. I know how to use Google. I know how to use Yelp. I know how to do all that stuff. So it's not too hard to find good spots to eat. That's for sure.
Now, my god sister lives literally like down the street from the campus. She lives like 5 miles from campus. So when I go down Macon, I always go to Mercer University. Drive and find me some good to eat. She always tells me, go get you some wings here. So, my sister hooks me up all the time when I come down there to check on her. But, Macon's a great food, great people, laid-back city. You're going to love it down there in Macon, I guarantee it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. When I took the job, I felt like this area in a 2 to 3 hour radius, could be really, really good benefit recruiting-wise and has good players and people know about Mercer. It's a great academic school. So it's got a lot of things that we're going for, and that's why I was excited and took the job.
Exactly, Coach. Like you said, location-wise, you're right in smack down in the middle of Georgia. You're 80 miles from Atlanta, give or take. You can also hit Chattanooga as well, South Carolina, get to Florida if you wanted to, go to Alabama. Like you see, they're a great spot to find talent. And at Mercer, you can get a lot of guys different ways, Coach. You can get them either transfer route, you can get them the high school senior route, international route, prep school route, JUCO route. You got many ways to bring guys to build this program up however you want to build it up here, but make it be in that location that you need to do it in a great part of Georgia.
Yeah, without question, and they've had tradition here. They've won before, and the administration, the president's done a great job. President Underwood has done a great job of just building the campus, building the city to where they unite each other. And the AD, Mr. Cole, has done a great job, and they want to win, and they put the resources in, and it's been a great situation. Coach Lamb with the football program's done a great job. Susie with the women's basketball, and then our baseball coach Gibson just went to the NCAA tournament in baseball. So they know how to win here. So now we just got to get basketball back on track, and we're going to do the same thing.
Exactly, Coach. Like you said, having buy-in from administration is very key to any success in college athletics. 'Cause I believe this from playing at HBCU school, like I told you off the air, and being around other kids who went to different schools. You don't have to buy-in from the administration for its resources and finances to help you put yourself over the top. You're already behind the eight ball. But with Mercer, I've always known them to be ones that will spend the resources to make sure that the teams are good and make sure the players and coaches have what they need to be successful in SoCon play and beyond playing in SoCon as well.
Oh, no, without question. And the SoCon is a big time conference. I mean, last year, it didn't the non BCS conferences or the non Big Five, Big Six, whatever you want to call it. You usually don't get talk about when NCAA Selection Sunday comes around. You don't get much conversation besides, okay, they're going to get one team in. Well, with the SoCon, there was talk, and that's a good sign of 3-4 teams that had a chance to get into the tournament. It ended up not happening, but at least there was a really good conversation. It was meaningful conversation, and great basketball, great coaches in this league, and so I'm really looking forward to competing against them and helping build this conference up and continue the way it's going.
You're right, because you got, Wes is doing a great job at Greensboro. Steve Forbes has been there for a while, ETSU. Lamont's building it back up at Chattanooga as well. Jay McCauley is doing has got the job at, over there at Wofford now. And, Mark
right.
is building up Western Carolina as well. So, like, the league is just so many different coaches, and the league's deep, a lot of great talent, because people overlook the SoCon, but like you said, Coach, it's a big-time mid-major league with a lot of talent, a lot of great coaches that know how to get it done and can get you in a bid, because the conferences from top to bottom is hard out every night in that conference.
Yeah, no matter, any league you play in, but especially this one, I think is I'm looking forward to the experience, getting on the road and going to these places, and then we've got great support here. Home field or home court advantage is. Everybody I've talked to in the league, they all mention as Mercer being one of the top three, environments as far as in this conference. So I'm really looking forward to that. Where our marketing people do a great job is getting people in the seats and making it fun for them so they come back. So I'm looking forward to it.
You got that right, Coach. I can attest to it. The environment out there at Mercer is one of a kind. Like, it's definitely top in the league for sure. They told you the truth. It's definitely a buzz to go out and watch a game at Mercer.
That's good. Well, hopefully that turns into a lot of W's. We like W's.
You got that right. You got that. Speaking of W's, Coach, you have been around great programs, great coaches in your whole career. You have success as an assistant. You also was a D3 coach, head coach as well. So from being around these coaches you've been around, and I feel like you can recruit guys because you've been around success. You've been around high-quality programs, know how to run them. So as you take this job here at Mercer now, how do you apply what you've learned from all your previous stops as an assistant and your stop as a D3 head coach to build this program at Mercer up the way you want it to be going forward?
Yeah, you end up taking things from everybody you work for, because they all have their different ways of doing things. I'm going to take certain things, but I think at the end of the day, you have to do what you feel comfortable with doing and how to do things. I don't think you can't change. You just got to be who you are. You got to hold guys accountable, and you got to have some trust with your players, and they have to know that you're going to bat for them, and you got to have relationships with them. I think times have changed a little bit where, you've got to talk to them and you've got to be able to communicate with your guys so that they know where they stand. And we'll play hard for you. And that's, I think, the biggest thing, as I've gone through experiences of the bottom line, you got to have some talent, but you also have to have a culture that they buy into and that they have a relationship with you. You have that, then you're going to take off, and we're going to do some really good things here.
And, Coach, you got the job March 26th. They gave you time to kind of get to the guys before they left for summertime, kind of work on building that bond with the guys since you got the job in March. How's that been getting the job early as you did and be able to grow with the guys and kind of grow that bond relationship with the guys? They can't trust you, know that you chose to coach them, but these are you might not recruit the guys, but these are the guys you want to coach, and they're your guys now, and you want them.
Right. Yeah, there were a few guys that were on the team, previously. We've been able to sign a few more. Once I got here, I got the job, but then we were still playing when I was at Purdue as an assistant. So once that happened, once we lost to Virginia in the Elite Eight, then I was able for the next couple of days to get things situated and get here and get a couple of weeks of workouts in, with the guys, just to kind of get a feel for, what we have and what we got coming back, and personnel and all that stuff. So I think it really makes a big difference. Just once you get in and get going on the job, you got to dig your feet in. You got to spend time with a lot of other people, and that's what we've done in the last, since I got the job, and that's never going to stop. You got to keep doing it.
And having 4 hours helps a lot. I remember it used to be 2 hours. I remember when I played, it was kind of no hours.
Right.
Dan went to 2 hours to 4. So having 4 hours now, but being a new coach and trying to build a new system, it has to really help out in your favor with this new rule they finally put in last year there.
Oh, it's huge, just because you're able to, you can do some individual work, which we do, but we're also going to throw in some teamwork where you've got everybody together, so you can gradually kind of put new things in, and because it is a new staff and it's new terminology, everything's pretty new. So being able to have these summer days and these 4 hours per week is really beneficial. It's going to pay off.
You got that right, Coach. And also, I feel like it's going to help you guys for that camaraderie and being one. Because come fall time, you want to be able to hit the ground running. So I feel like getting used to your system, your terminology, what you call a stun or a blitz, pick and roll, however you want to call it. They kind of get a feel for it. And how much film are you showing them in the summertime? You showing film and you kind of give them show them what you want them to do, maybe, or you kind of say that for the fall time.
Yeah, we're not doing any film right now. That would cut into the 4 hours of work. So I'm not doing, I'm not doing any of that right now. We'll have plenty of time to be able to watch film once school starts and they all get back in the flow of things. So I'm watching film myself of all of our conference opponents and our previous games in the past, just, from a personnel standpoint, you got to try to get to know them better. So we as staff members and all that, we're watching it, but the players aren't right now.
Now, Coach, at Mercer, are you all required to play those guarantee games non-conference wise, or you kind of play whoever you want to play without having to play guarantee games?
Yeah, we've got a couple we usually play, and it's a good situation here because we're going to play one this year. I guess in the past they've won one or two, so we usually do have to do one or two just to be able to, help things along. But I think it's great for our guys to be able to go in those environments and play, those BCS schools and see where we stack up.
Now, beyond the guarantee games, Coach, you going to try to play maybe Georgia State or Kennesaw or Georgia, schools around here?
Yeah, we're playing both. We're playing Georgia State, we're playing Kennesaw, Georgia Southern, Florida Gulf Coast. I like playing those guys. In the state, and I think it's good for everybody, to be honest with you. And we'd like to get Georgia and Georgia Tech. When I got the job, most of the schedule was already done. Just a few games here or there, but it's definitely I think it's important to play in-state people.
It's crazy. I told Mark Byington, like, you're the long. I said you're the L Statesman in Georgia now, Coach Byington. He started laughing. I was like, but it's the truth. You're the oldest one. You're the longest tenured guy in Georgia. For D1 wise, he laughed about it. But it's funny how the state has changed over with all your new coaches coming in here, and I think it's great. Having new blood down here, building relationships, getting new guys to come to play for your program. I got to tell kids all the time, for instance, here in Atlanta, like, hey, Mercer is just down the road. You can go home and come back home when you want to. It's right down the road from Atlanta. You ain't got to go to Georgia Tech State or Georgia Tech all the time, or even Georgia, Kennesaw. You can go down to Mercer and do something. I try to tell kids about Macon. All they think about is the main four up this way, but think about Mercer as well.
Right. Hey, I need you. When we bring kids on campus, I need you to come to campus. You're going to talk like that. I like the sound of that.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm trying to be the truth, man. I know Macon's a hidden gem down there. It's a hidden gem.
Hey, it really is. It really is. People, when I first took the job, I know several. Obviously, Georgia people have been in the business a long time, and just I said, forget athletic-wise, basketball-wise. Tell me what you think about the school. Like, what's your perception? What are the people's perception in Georgia of Mercer? And there wasn't one person that had anything bad to say. It was all, wow, academically, they're great. It's a good school. So I tried to do my homework as good as possible. And it was another selling point that I was like, boy, this could really, really be good. And when I got here to campus, it's a beautiful campus, and people that have not been on campus before, when they see it for whatever reason, and they have a preconceived, idea or vision of what it looks like, and once they get here, they're all in. It's a wow. This is beautiful. So that's the biggest thing, is just trying to get as many people as we can on campus to see it and get in front of them and visit with them, and so they see the resources we have and the people we have.
You got that right, Coach. That's what I got for you, this coach. I know we kind of touched on it briefly, but who have been some coaches in the business that really helped inspire you and help you in your career that really made you the man you are today?
What inspired me to get into coaching?
Yeah, like the guys who really helped you become the coach you are today. I
got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I took a lot. It's crazy that I mean, to be honest with you, this is going to sound really crazy, but I started organized basketball when I was in third grade, and I remember I played on a grade school team, and that coach, Mr. Don Reynolds, I remember him. I mean, he's still, we still stay in contact, but I learned so much from him. He had an influence on me and my family, and just in working hard and treating people right. And people think that's crazy being in third, fourth grade, but that's just the way it was in Indiana. So I really learned a lot. Coach Darner, my high school coach, Coach Foley, he was a high school coach as well. Coach Anderson at junior college. I've just been very fortunate to be around some great coaches. My head coach at Tulane University was Perry Clark, who was a longtime assistant for Coach Crimmins at Georgia Tech, before he then went to Tulane and built a hell of a program. And he really knows how to motivate guys, and he motivated me, motivated the whole team. I mean, I learned so much from him in just being able to recruit and get people to play hard for you. Coach McCullum, where I worked at South Florida, Robert McCullum, he's now at FAMU as a head coach. Just a great person, disciplined, really smart basketball mind, very organized. I mean, he was tremendous to work for. Ron Everhart, who was at Duquesne and at McNeese State when I coached there. I mean, he's a hard-nosed, smart, like he gets good players. He's been successful as a head coach. He's now an assistant at West Virginia. And then Coach Paint at Purdue, just an all-around, I mean, just a great person, extremely intelligent, runs the program the right way. I can go, I mean, all those guys I talked about really, in my opinion, helped me to become a head coach, and I knew I was ready for it because, I just learned so much from them. And if it wasn't for Coach Payne, I wouldn't be in this situation. And I thank him an awful lot for him, giving me that opportunity at Purdue, because it put me, it's such a great program there that it's, I was there for 8 years, and a lot of that has to do with him, believing in me.
Yeah, but I know that Purdue gig that Coach Payne, guys, that's a hell of a gig, man, Coach. And I knew you all always played well. I think at one point I was supposed to play Tennessee State in a guarantee game. I forget. I think you were supposed to. I don't know. I think Coach Ford left or something.
I think we did. I think we did a few years ago. I think we did a couple of years ago when Coach Ford was there. It was right before, I think it might have been his last year.
Yeah, I knew it was. I remember being in his office. He was doing. I saw Purdue on the board. I'm like, I saw the money. I'm like, I would go up there for that too. That's exactly what I said. He has laughed at me. Because I know I miss Coach Peel and Coach Ford. I hate that he went to Missouri State, but he had to do what he had to do. But like I said,
Right.
man, Coach Randy Peel and those guys are always good to me when I come to Nashville and visit them. But yeah, Coach, I tell you what, man, I'm looking forward to working with you, man. Like I said, if I got anywhere I can help you guys or bring the show down to Mercer and help you guys, I want to love to help you. Cause I love Mercer University, the great university. I like going over there when my sister lives right down the street from me in campus, Coach.
Yeah,
right off.
that's great. Anytime you're coming on, when you come on down, make sure you come on by the office or call me. Just let's get together. If you, you got the open invitation. Believe me.
We'll do, Coach. I'll text you off the air here and text you my number. You have my number as well, Coach. And I thank you for your time, Coach Gary. Best of luck to you, and I'll definitely look forward to working with you down the road here and going forward, man.
All right, awesome, Jared. Thank you, man.
You're very welcome.
All righty.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to do 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.